Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast of authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and the Black Libertarian because Armstead couldn't be here. DJ Almighty is still on vacado, but he will be back next weeko. Although by the time he's back, y'all niggas won't even realize that he was gone. But we're back. We got a whole nother podcast for everyone. Want to talk about all the shits and all the things that have been going on. And we're going to make certain that, this will get recorded because we lost a podcast and that really hurt everybody's feelings. But Reed, how are you feeling? How's it going?
Man, been an interesting week. Going good for us. The whole squad ain't even here, but we're going to keep it going because as long as the stars here, we still got a show.
I'm glad that you acknowledge as long as I'm here, we still got a show, Reed. I really appreciate it.
I wasn't talking about you, but I can see where you can get off that.
Look, man, you better calm down, take off.
Work every day with no day off.
Exactly. He works every day with no day off. But, man, it's been crazy, man. Take off.
Takeoff works every day with no day off. Oh, that's just because it rhymes? Because I doubt it's true.
Exactly. Yeah. We know.
Well, I don't really need no work, I have to,
He's got to collect royalty checks and, drive around Atlanta.
Try not to get robbed. Never robbed.
Because these niggas is savages. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I don't know if y'all know about Brother Polight. He was a motivational speaker. He was helping people kind of level up in their lives. And apparently he rapes 14-year-olds, according to the allegations. So basically, to set the scene, he apparently wanted to go to amusement park with his girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter, just being a, up to this point, good dad. And when they arrived, the park was unfortunately closed. So they went home, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna get something to drink."
They took it back to a hotel room, right?
Well, yeah. He said he was gonna get something to drink, which he did. Then he took her back to a hotel room, and then after he took her to the hotel room, then he started inappropriately touching her. And sorry, not an amusement park. I mean a nightclub. Which, what were you trying to take a 14-year-old girl to a nightclub for? But that's not my business. But basically, he then ended up taking her to his hotel room and started inappropriately touching her, and then had forced oral sex with this child, and tried to tell his girlfriend not to talk about it. And her daughter was intoxicated because apparently he gave her some alcohol. But it's absolutely fucking disgusting to hear this. If these allegations are true, again, I don't know. But he's been arrested, so I
at this point, he said he'll take a DNA test, and he took it, then got arrested. So
yeah, you're right. He said he'd take a DNA test. He took it, and yeah. I don't know why he was groping this child. I mean, I don't see what these niggas be seeing in these kids, but obviously, I'm never gonna see that because I only like women who are consenting, and these niggas is fine with vagina however they can find it.
Women, yeah.
I feel like we don't talk about child molestation in the black community enough because it's rampant.
It most certainly is.
And
it's rampant in every community.
No. What he's saying is it's rampant because we've seen how many rappers who have a story or some bars where they talk about being molested as kids, and we don't ever talk about that shit.
Yeah, and I think we should more because, I actually had a girlfriend and her dad was accused of molesting a little girl, and he was running and shit, and he denied it up and down. But the story the little girl told was so ridiculous. You know what I mean? That she couldn't have made it up. You know what I mean? And there was also witnesses, and it's just a shame, bro. Because I didn't know the way I grew up, I had no idea this was going on. You know what I mean? I just couldn't fathom the idea of it, but we have a severe.
I think we have to deal with that reality, right? For the most part.
You said what?
Boys don't deal with it as much as girls do.
No, boys deal with it. We just don't talk about it because you're mostly getting molested by a woman. I mean, unless you're Catholic.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of little boys getting molested by black men, and it's a real. I don't know why we're scared to talk about it, but I think we need to bring it up more because it is a lot of weird ass dudes out here. and I think they need to be called out. You know what I mean? And it's not once I saw it the first time and I opened my mouth, like expressing how I felt about it. There were so many women that came and told me their story, and so many dudes that came and told me their story too. And I was like, I was just flabbergasted because, for one, I didn't even think of such a thing. You know what I mean? Like I had no idea. You know, I thought it was just something that happens in the Caucasian community most of all, or just in a community where it's a small niche of people where this happens to. But the amount of people that I'm talking to, I mean, I think me and Ricochet talked about this before, Enchilada, that almost every girl we've dated has been touched when she was younger, and that's crazy. That every girl we talk to, I mean, and I think all of us combined can say this, like we know multiple girls who say they've been molested when they were younger, and that's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you're not lying. I know quite a few that have been touched, and it was not by an angel. So there, there's a
You're not
lot that's
supposed
going
to
on in
make
the
jokes
community.
about it. You're not supposed to make jokes.
I mean, I wasn't joking. I was just saying like that's a relatable line. Like growing up in the '90s, most of us listened to or watched "Touched by an Angel," and yeah, like these niggas is touching these girls, and they not angels, they demons. Now, I mean, every now and then you get a fast 13-year-old who be trying to live the life and get pregnant for whatever fucking bird brain ass reason, but most of these young girls was just happy to be young girls, and some nigga was like, "Oh well, why don't you come sit on my lap?" And it's like, nah, nah, we not doing that. We not doing that. But yeah, this whole Brother Polight thing, or Michael Noah Jr., as his government name is, it really kind of shined a light on some shit that we definitely need to do. We need to protect our children more because when kids grow up and then they be having all kinds of behavioral problems, which all stem to I got touched with when I was a child, or I watched abuse happen.
No, I'm gonna say something very controversial, and I'm not trying to be controversial, but I hear that from a lot of gay men. And I'm not
I
saying
mean,
that's the reason they're gay, but I'm saying I heard that a lot from gay men.
I think it's a very common refrain when you listen to people who are in that community who mention those kind of stories. But I mean, that's a whole other can of worms, and I'm
Yeah,
not
I
going
don't
into
want to
that.
dive into it, but I just hear. I feel like is that the reason that I was asking question? You think that's the reason you're that way? Like, I don't think so.
I mean, they never think so. They always think that they that way because that's who they truly are. And to be honest, I don't know because
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think an experience like that would change me. But I haven't had that experience. I've been blessed enough to not have that. And it's one of those
I
things
wasn't.
people
I
help.
guess I wasn't an attractive enough little boy, and I thought I was an attractive little boy. I deserved to be touched, but apparently I
What?
wasn't enough.
Hold on, what?
Exactly, bro. You're not
But
trying to get touched. You was not
I
trying to
was.
get
I
touched.
didn't want to get touched, but I'm ugly. I'm just saying.
No, it's not that you're ugly, bro. It's that your parents had you around the right people, so they was keeping your eyes away from that kind of stuff. Because I guarantee you, like one guy was
Yeah, that's a
saying,
weird takeaway.
exactly, that is a weird takeaway. But as one guy was saying, he was like, I mean, most of us, if we had really great parents, they kept us away from a lot of that kind of stuff. Because this guy was going into like he had this one uncle who was touching kids, but his parents made sure he wasn't one of them. And I'm like, I mean, that's fucked up, but I mean, your parents did the right thing. You gotta
No,
have
your
an uncle.
parents should put uncle in jail.
I mean, yeah, but niggas don't put niggas in jail for regular shit. Like we know a nigga right now beating his wife every day, and ain't nobody putting this nigga in jail.
I mean, what did she do?
Exactly. That's the same way. That's the same way that they be doing. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true. It's like people be like, well, I mean, as long as he ain't touching nobody in the family, it is what it is. And it's like, you're right. We do need to turn in these people, but we got to be willing to turn them in across the board because people,
I'll turn
again,
your ass in, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you are.
no. I'm glad that you think that way, but I'm saying like when we look at R. Kelly, people want to jump all over him and be like, R. Kelly, I knew he was touching kids, and it's like, bro, I guarantee your pastor, one of your uncles, one of your cousins, third removed, one of them
Anybody
niggas
else
touch
think
kids.
there's a like we call R. Kelly this, but I think these people don't thinking these parents sacrifice their kids for the potential of money. That's a whole different situation.
Well, no, we've said before, some of these parents need to
Yeah,
be in jail right there with R. Kelly. But that doesn't change what R. Kelly did. It's just saying that R. Kelly don't need to be the only one in jail. If you let your 14-year-old daughter walk off with a grown ass man and go to his house, you should be behind bars. All right.
I like
There's
that
never.
situation with Charlemagne.
Oh, Charlamagne need to be up under the jail, but
Yeah, his mama too. She was like, I didn't understand. It was like, your daughter's like 14, 15, grown ass man picking up in a car, and I don't remember Charlemagne ever having no hair.
exactly. Like I don't know why you let a bald nigga pick your daughter up in a car. Like, well, he was just so nice giving back to us. I'm like, if he ain't dicking you down, he trying to dick down your child. It's always how the story goes. If a nigga's nice to you for some fucking reason, if he's not hollering at you, he's hollering at your children. It's just, I'm sorry, it is what it is. Niggas don't do nothing for no reason.
Damn. And even if she holler back, youngin, he can't go woo woo.
Exactly.
Okay.
You fucked up, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, bro, you trying to make a joke of this, and it's weird.
No,
Exactly.
no. I just was trying to top his joke of being topped by an angel. I just can't do it. He wins.
I mean, nigga, it's not a competition of trying to win, man. It was just the first thing that came into my mind. But since we already on this dark
No,
path,
I think we went over this subject a couple times. I already made my stance clear if you're one of our longtime listeners. So that's why I'm kind of indifferent. You know what I mean? I already told you
okay,
where I stand.
I know how you stand. But in keeping in with this same grim kind of topic, what's up with all these young ladies getting kidnapped and killed in Atlanta? So like the local one, or the most recent one, I should say, was that little Asian girl bartender with the tattoos and whatnot. So she got followed home by apparently a bouncer who had become infatuated with her, and he decided to kidnap her, and he killed and raped her and her boyfriend, Lil Germ. He decided to watch from the window as his girl was getting kidnapped. He ain't do nothing. He didn't say nothing. He didn't. He what?
You say he watched from the window.
Yeah, he watched from the window as his girlfriend was getting kidnapped. Now I give it to him. He did call the cops, but he called the cops and was like, "Hey guys, my girlfriend's being kidnapped right now. I'm watching the guy right now, man. He's bending over backwards. He's doing this. He's moving her. Oh, look like he punched her real quick. Oh, look like she got knocked out. Yeah, man. He's stuffing in the car now, man. He's duct taping her. And 6 hours later, after exactly like 6 hours later, we found her, that she was dead and she had been raped. And it's like,
Nigga, you ain't like a little bit. Like, nigga, you had the surprise on your side. Technically, you had another person there to help you. Like, bro, you
not even
just
another person, nigga. Just grab a kitchen knife. All you gotta do is stab a nigga once. I guarantee you, they not gonna come and chase after you. Just hit that nigga with one stab. Just one. Just one. Like
yeah,
you had
because
just
people don't understand that shit in the movies ain't real. Once you get stabbed, nigga, like most people are gonna be like, I got stabbed.
exactly. Exactly. I
They're not
got
gonna come
stabbed.
after you. Like this
They're
nigga
not about to
stabbed.
come after you. And if you want to, just stab him in his leg, man.
So what
That'll bleed him out faster.
the
Yeah,
boyfriend was so scared that he just called the police and didn't go help his girlfriend who got abducted, raped,
yeah.
and murdered.
Correct.
Jesus
He
Christ.
didn't stop her when she was getting abducted at home. Because this bouncer basically he stealth followed her to the gas station, watched her from there, and then followed her home, and then came in behind her, followed her car, and then when she got out the car, grabbed her and yoked her and tried to put her into his car. And she's screaming, having a whole conniption, but that bystander effect is real. Like she was screaming, hollering, hooting, and didn't nobody come to help. Not a single man was there, and definitely not the boyfriend or little boy, as I like to say, because
He a
I
little
can't
boy.
want.
He want a
I
little
can.
boy with a help. His mom.
Yeah, you right. He is straight up pussy. I mean, look,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch you get kidnapped and be like, oh well, I guess Reed's getting kidnapped by the gays. Nah, nigga, like we throwing hands or something. Like I'm not just gonna let you go out like no
I gotta
shit
be
like
good
that.
kidnapped by gay men.
Well,
Like,
I think this brings forth another issue is that Atlanta is becoming a full-fledged annex for weirdos. Since
You're right about that, Black Libertarian.
more Hollywood people are moving to Atlanta, more New Yorkers, more, because it's becoming more and more popular as a hub for people just to live. We're going
Mm-hmm.
to start seeing more of the things we saw in the early 80s and 90s in New York, right? When that became a big hub for people to just want to come, like, oh, the Big Apple. Now it's becoming the down south Atlanta. And we're starting to see all kinds of people move here, and we're going to see more of these issues because we're becoming a larger city. And this is part of the problem with larger cities. As they grow, you get more people, yes, but you also get more weirdos. And we've become a hub for the weird, insane, and odd. And in my opinion, and this is just comes along with this, just reminds me of old New York. It really does, because this is kind of stuff when you had the Summer of Sam
You
and
don't
all of
want the
that.
police state either, though. Like, you got some of that
I'm
stuff.
not saying we do. I'm not saying we do want a police state, but here's the thing: a lot of the people moving to the South, right? They're coming from police states, so they don't understand you're responsible for protecting yourself down here. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that the truth?
So like they're coming here and they're like, oh well, I don't believe in carrying a gun, or I don't believe in protecting myself. The state is supposed to protect me, but Georgia has never been that way, and
Correct.
I don't think they understood when moving down here
No
what
place
they
is
were
like
getting into.
that. They just think it is.
I mean, yeah, but the narrative have never been pushed down here that the police are going to protect you. You know, people from here know I got to either carry a gun, I got a machete, a hatchet, and a gun. You know what I mean?
Watch
Or
what
a
the fuck
car.
I'm doing.
Yeah, and I got to move a certain way. But a lot of these people coming here, they've been kind of babied, or they're from a baby perspective, and so when they came here, and the same thing's happening in Texas. So it's not just exclusive to Atlanta.
Yeah, but
Um,
Texas ain't gonna take that shit laying down.
no, I mean, I don't think we're gonna take it laying down. But the thing is, Atlanta's a woods. People don't talk about this, but this is like a rainforest, bro. This isn't a big city. Like, if you look at Atlanta from above, you really can't see anything because it's nothing but trees. And so people are sitting here acting like, oh, well, this is the jungle, ma'am. Something can happen to you and no one will ever know. You have to protect yourself, ma'am and sir. I'm going to put out this disclosure. If you live in Atlanta, Georgia, or any of the suburbs surrounding all the counties, if you do not know how to protect yourself, leave or do not go out in public. This is a very dangerous place, and the right person could do a lot of damage in this city. I'm just being honest.
I mean, you're right. Facts. Hey, welcome to the podcast, Armstead. Ladies and gentlemen, Armstead
Oh,
did come to the
nigga.
podcast.
How
So,
you doing?
hey, Armstead, it's completely cool. We just wanted to get started, and we were anxious, but now that you're here, the people can hear you, and we just talking about how Atlanta has become a hubbub for the weird, the strange, and the rapey. So we've had a couple instances of women getting kidnapped and killed in Atlanta, and the last one unfortunately involved the R word that they can't say, but we can, rape, because we're not on YouTube. Once we're on YouTube, we got to blurt that out. But at the same time, it's a sad thing what happened to that bartender. From all accounts, people who knew her thought she was pretty cool. And I mean, most bartenders are. Anybody who will listen to your problems and serve you a drink can't be nothing but too good. So it's just a shame what happened to her. Her boyfriend's a pussy. But I mean, I don't know how you get these women to not date these rapper wannabes, because any kind of man would have been like, "Oh, you're not about to
Oh, a
kidnap
black
my
man?
girl." He was black, yeah. He was black.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you, brother. I guess we don't protect women. Ba-da, bing.
You ain't shit.
You can't say that.
No, I don't truly believe that because again, I don't give a fuck how big or tall this nigga is. I'm going in there, guns blazing or knife blazing or whatever. We're gonna fight hand to hand because I keep telling people like most people can't fight.
Nope.
Hey, hey, hold on,
Shit.
hold on.
Yeah, most niggas got guns.
Yeah, but listen,
Nah, I think a lot of people got guns, but most niggas ain't got no gun.
Go ahead,
let's be real.
Black Libertarian.
This Asian bartender was not dating an alpha aggressive black male. We know she wasn't. I know I'm
I
being
mean, no,
stereotypical
no,
here.
no, no. You're not being stereotypical. You're saying the truth, but at the same time, I mean, it is kind of.
Nigga
I
name
don't
was
like.
Lil Germ though, right? Like nigga
Yeah,
Germ
his
was
name.
squashed and killed all the time, nigga. You should have been Big Virus, nigga.
He wasn't big virus. He wasn't big. But they call me Big Flu. Nah,
They call me Mr. Rona.
nah. He wasn't Mr. Rona neither. He wasn't medium Rona. He wasn't.
Th-
He wasn't anything. He was a little
There's a
germ.
there's a dark side to view from this, right?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because women are saying that toxic masculinity is a problem, right? But I can guarantee you this: if you was dating a toxic masculine male, shit wouldn't have happened. First of all, you wouldn't be coming home in the dark by yourself. A, B, if you're driving by yourself, he'd at least be outside watching when you pulled up. As a dude, if a girl's coming to my house late at night, I ain't gonna let her walk to my door in the middle of the night without me being out there. On top of that, I have cameras at my crib. You feel me?
True.
Like women hate toxic masculinity. They hate alpha males. They hate these dudes that are so robust, loud, rambunctious, and bold and boisterous. But at the end of the day, those dudes do what they do to protect you, and there's a certain attitude that comes with that.
Some of those dudes.
Yeah,
Okay,
some of them.
some of
Others
those
of
dudes.
them don't care because they like, I got 6 other hoes. You just hold number 5.
Ain't no dude
Um,
gonna let no girl, bro. Hold on, bro.
no,
Y'all,
no, no, no.
y'all
Some of these
insinuated this
toxic
nigga was.
dudes, some of these toxic dudes are likely what you're saying, Black Libertarian. But some of these toxic dudes don't give a fuck about these women because they like, look, you was on your period anyway. So if you die, it don't make no difference to me. I wasn't getting no pussy anyway.
Ain't no dude about to do that, bro. Ain't no dude about to, bro.
We
Ain't
just saw
no,
a dude do it.
no, ain't no
We
man.
just saw Lil
The dude
Germ
who
do
did
it.
it, the dude ain't a man. He a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the
Oh,
I'm
you thought
sorry.
he
This is
was a
like
man.
No, 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 no,
excuse
no.
slander
Sorry
man.
for the language. He is a bitch,
A little
and that's
bitch,
part of
but
the
like,
problem.
Hey, one thing that you weren't here for this podcast, but there was this guy who said something about American women and feminism. And one thing they don't understand is because you live in America, you're protected. If you lived in another country, remember, you're still like, you don't understand how not protected you are. So feminism exists as long as toxic masculinity exists because they couldn't do the things they do if toxic masculinity didn't exist. And
You
that's the
don't even
truth.
have to take it that far, Reed.
What's
Sorry to
up?
cut you off there towards the end. Just look at the whole Afghanistan situation. So that happened, ladies and gentlemen. Afghanistan fell in like literally 24 hours, which it was always going to fall because you have to remember Afghanistan. They got the valley niggas who are weak bitches. You got the hill niggas and you got the mountain niggas. And the mountain niggas is always Taliban. The hill niggas is somewhere in between. But the people in the valley always the one we elect because they're docile. They'll let you do whatever you want. They don't really care about things. But whenever we leave or a power leaves, because Russia did this before us, the mountain niggas take back over Afghanistan. It ends up becoming a tribalized state because that's the natural state of Afghanistan. It's not a fucking country. It is a it is a autonomous zone where as long as you don't go there and start no shit, they ain't gonna start no shit with you. If you're a woman, you better have that burqa on. You better be inside by 5 p.m. because these niggas will rape and kill you. Like that's the natural state of a barbarian zone. So whenever women are like, "Oh, we got this toxic masculinity," it's like, no, you don't know what toxic masculinity is. Because toxic masculinity is these niggas out here telling these girls you can't go to school anymore, and if you're 15 or over, you are about to become somebody's wife, and you about to start pumping out kids. That's toxic masculinity. A man not folding his legs on a train is not toxic masculinity. All right, it's rude a little bit, but at the same time, you don't have nuts, so you don't know what it's like to not want the boys to be all cramped. I'm sorry, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
A
But
black
don't
libertarian.
go ahead.
Let's give him a rant. Afghanistan, your thoughts, be
bro,
it
did you see them
wasteful
dude?
money or all this kind of stuff. Yeah,
You want
overall.
my rent? You want my rent? We spent
Yes, we
trillions
do.
of dollars for no reason. We could have literally built a wall to block those people out. We could have built a DMZ there and built a wall and blocked them out and created some type of infrastructure. We did nothing. Did you see the outfits those motherfuckers were wearing? What the fuck was that? You spent trillions of dollars for motherfuckers to wear a dress and put on a bulletproof vest and hold an AK-47? How old is that weapon? I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, on top of that, these motherfuckers are supposed to be so dangerous. Now we have videos of them riding a merry-go-round, jumping around. What the fuck is going on? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Why the fuck is there a merry-go-round there? What, what the fuck are you all doing? What the fuck? Bro, I think at this point, we should go to our politicians and drag their ass out of fucking office. You know how many politicians went there and took money? I don't care if it's domestic terrorism. I don't care. Bro, I've been paying tax dollars. I pay almost $2,500 a month in fucking taxes or more. I don't even know at this point. And you're telling me my money's been going to motherfuckers with a merry-go-round and a dress or a burqa? Not to insult Afghani people or Iraqi or Iran. Not to insult them.
Or
I'm just
Muslim people.
Muslim people in general, not to insult what you wear. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to fucking understand what the fuck our government is doing. And now people are sitting here like, oh, this is awful. Did you see those people falling off the plane? Bitch, did you see us spend trillions of fucking tax dollars for motherfuckers to ride a merry-go-round? You're intimidated by motherfuckers jumping and dancing on a merry-go-round? Are you fucking serious? I know thug niggas out here who will not get on a merry-go-round and look like a little bit. What the fuck are we talking about here? Bro, them dudes was in the gym and didn't even know how to use the gym equipment. What the fucking fuck are we, bro? Oh my god, bro.
This
Y'all
has
are
been a
boy,
Black Libertarian rant.
this
no.
has been another
What
Black
was
Libertarian rant.
that?
No, but hold on one second. So this is about that whole situation where all those people were jumping on that damn plane, and some of the
Yeah,
people
as it was
holding
taking
on to
off.
the plane the whole time when the shit took off.
Hey,
Yeah, they
some of
died.
them niggas been to a gym though, cause look how long one of them niggas held on. That nigga held on for dear life. He had to drop like 300 feet, bro. Man,
I mean,
that
some of those people they died, but I mean, you got to think about it this way: the people who were there were people who were told. Because the thing I give the Taliban is, unlike Fresh and Fit, which we gonna get to them niggas later, they not bitches. They came to people's houses and told them, "Look, if you are not one of us, or if you're someone who we've had beef with before, just get your affairs in order, because we gonna kill you."
Can somebody tell me real quick? So what did they do?
All right, so for the last 20 years, we've been in Afghanistan, right, Armstead?
Okay,
And we supposedly were training niggas, right?
okay. Training
And
niggas for
literally
combat.
training niggas for combat to basically be their military and police force, right?
Okay.
In 24 hours, the niggas we spent 20 years training fell to a bunch of niggas riding goats with AK-47s. So the niggas with AK-47s came in and took over, and they basically told everybody, like, you're on notice. If you're a woman, you can't go to school anymore.
they ain't
If
say
you're
that. They said they were gonna let them go to school.
they're not letting them go to school. They just said that shit so that niggas wouldn't be whatever. But they told them girls who are on the chess team or whatever that Afghanistan had, they told them girls, don't go back to that place. And if you do, we gonna cut your hands off. Because you only need, one arm to suck dick, apparently. But it's one of those things where it's fucked up. I hate to laugh at it, but it's so fucked up because the Taliban is literally doing what the Taliban has always done, and everyone being like so shocked, like, I can't believe what's happening to these women. I'm like, women, the majority of the people who are going to die in Afghanistan are going to be men. So I can't even be mad at people trying to bum rush to the United States because we were their only hope. And to be honest, we probably should have taken a lot more than people to Germany and then just slowly trickled them in over the next couple years and keeping them in kind of camps, because what's
Dude,
about to go down in Afghanistan, it's about to be dirty.
fuck what's about to
So
go down in Afghanistan. What's about these people are gonna retaliate to us, okay? This same thing happened in the 70s, bro. This shit, they're gonna get us back. We just don't know when or where. Second of all, what the fuck was Biden
Had the
doing?
capability organization.
Did our entire president run during this situation away? He won't answer questions. Now CNN is saying, "Oh well, just not being Trump isn't enough anymore." Why was it enough in the first place? I mean, and why are people still falling for this bullshit narrative from the media? I can't, bro. People are so sick mentally to believe the media and CNN and the narratives at this point. I want to strangle them. And I'm like, bro, I'm not, I know I'm a violent person in general, and I don't want to be, but I don't understand how your mind can be fixated on this foolish narrative, bro. It's foolishness. What is this? Our president is a joke. Like, I know people hated Trump, but what the fuck is this guy doing?
look,
I
first
mean,
and foremost,
First off, he's following Trump plan.
no, he didn't follow Trump's plan. He did not follow Trump's plan.
Biden is doing literally the thing we should have done 20 years ago. And him dodging press questions, that's because unlike Trump, he doesn't have a good press secretary. Because if he had a
No,
good press secretary, she would tell them niggas, you're not getting any answers. Whatever
bro.
Biden wants to say, Biden
Oh,
wants to say.
you gotta
How was
understand the press is just an extension of the military industrial complex.
Not
okay?
So
even
That's
the
just
press
that,
is not
man.
gonna
Like,
help us
how
in this
many
situation.
people do you feel in the world has that particular mindset to be a tyrant like that?
a lot. Me.
I mean, there's a lot of niggas who will be a tyrant. Give a nigga
No,
power,
I
and
mean,
then you
like
see who he really
literally,
is.
like
Hmm.
I don't think nobody has the power to manipulate my mind to think that I'm gonna hold on to a plane until that motherfucker gets a certain length.
Oh, nobody manipulated them. They just chose death over getting killed by the Taliban. I mean, it's fucked up, Armstead, but
So
that's
let me
how
ask
it
you, for the
works
people that was
in the
down there.
third
So when the
world.
plane was there and it was getting ready to go, and all those people were jumping on it, were they the Taliban or were they somebody else?
No, they're people who the Taliban has made clear that they're going to get later. So that's why they were jumping on those planes, because they're like, it's better for me to die with this than it is for me to die by the Taliban. Because the Taliban, as a man, just letting you know their past history, they tend to rape your wife in front of you, to insult you as a man, and then cut your balls off and kill you. So I think falling off a plane and dying is a slightly better death than watching my wife get raped in front of me and being powerless to stop it.
Bro,
Hey,
what about
Black
why
Libertarian, let me ask you a question. Can you tell me an alternative plan that would have not kept us there any longer?
No, I'm not saying stay there. That's the point people keep missing. I'm not saying stay there. I'm saying
He says,
can we
"Don't be a pussy."
no, I'm saying can we at least move our equipment out first? Can we
We
do
never
this?
do that.
Can
We
we
never
do
do
this?
that. Look at Iraq.
Okay, fine, bro. But this has been 20 years of equipment. Can we at least
Yeah,
figure out a way to
but
get the
we
people
literally did the same
property?
shit in Vietnam. We literally did the
We
same thing in the
shouldn't
Korean
keep
War.
doing it. I mean, like, bro, we shouldn't keep doing
I
it.
mean, you arguing against the American military-industrial complex.
Bruh, but we could have at least gotten those people out before we said we were leaving. There were better ways of doing this. This was the most ridiculous.
Oh, okay. You know,
No, we had some of our people there. We had snitches there. We have Americans there.
Black
Bro, that's
Libertarian, you're right. There's a better way that we could have done this. But they don't want to do it a better way because they really don't give a shit about these people. And that's the underlying point that Reed was trying to make. They
okay.
really don't
Well,
give a fuck about these people. It's lip
bro,
service.
then if that's the case, bro, when they come back and blow something up again,
They didn't blow something up
our
last time. We went to Afghanistan on fake intel. The people who blew something up were Saudi Arabia. So
right? But
let's
somebody
not.
came and blew something up for a reason. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah. So we got a Patriot Act. Them niggas was paid niggas. 9/11 was an inside job. Yada yada yada.
hey, whatever. Conspiracy theory here left. But
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if Nigeria invaded America and blew up a bunch of planes, we would be at Nigeria's doorstep in 48 hours with bombers, planes, and we'd ask them, do you niggas want to surrender or do we blow you back to the Stone Ages? We didn't do any of that shit to Saudi Arabia. And 19 of the 21 people who were part of the hijacking were from Saudi Arabia. They've had no sanctions. We haven't done anything. And even when they killed an American citizen, Jamal Khashoggi, we didn't do anything. We gave a stern talk. Turkey, of all places, was more rah-rah on that shit than we were. So it's not a conspiracy theory. It's look at the numbers, it don't add up. The same way that you were one of the first people to be like, the way we're doing this COVID thing doesn't make sense. The numbers don't add up. It's the same way it is for this Afghanistan shit. It's the same way it's always been. The numbers don't add up because somebody's making a lot of money off this shit and they like for it to go as fucking retardedly bad as it always goes.
who's
No
Somebody,
way.
money up? It's the senators. Bro, listen, there's no reason our senators make $440,000 a year. They live in $20 million. Those numbers don't add up. So you're obviously benefiting from something. And a lot of senators have spent, due to flight records, which are public record, a lot of time in Afghanistan, some fucking because it's so dangerous, but they've been over there. And so those are the ones making money. Until we drag and hold our politicians. You know what somebody said to me from another country, bro? They said, y'all as Americans cool. How y'all politicians act? And I was like, nah. It was like, dude, why don't y'all do something about it? Drag their ass out, tar and feather them. I'm like, bro, I'm 100% with you. The problem is the major populace in America is not only ill-informed, right? Uneducated properly. They just don't give a damn,
yep.
right? They're inundated with information that is erroneous just for the fact to keep them docile. And if you try to explain to them what's really going on and why we should do something about it, they act as an opposing force to you on the side with the government. I mean, I don't know what people need to become enthusiastic about their own life and how we treat people around the world. Sooner or later, it's not. It's not like I don't see anything wrong with the position that China holds against America. Right? I mean, I'm an American, so I hate it. I'm an American, so I hate China in general. But I see why they want to take us down, right? Because of our fucking behavior around the world has been abysmal
No, they just
and
want to
ridiculous.
replace us as being the number one dictator in the
Well,
world.
fine, but I see why. I see why other
I mean,
countries hate us. This is
no,
ridiculous
look,
what we're
a
doing.
lot of countries hate us, but we give too much money for niggas to hate us as much as they hate us. All right, we bail out half of you guys bullshit ass countries who your presidents ain't shit and your senators ain't shit and all your people ain't shit. And yet for
Bro,
y'all to act like we know, like we don't give y'all money, that's the problem.
but hold on, bro. Look at NATO and Haiti. Those NATO officers and American
First and
officers.
foremost, we didn't start the things that happened in Haiti. That's all France. And until France pays for it, I don't want you bringing America into that.
No, I'm not talking about America being responsible for it. Well, Hillary Clinton. But all I
Well,
want to
yeah, I
say,
mean, obviously.
but I'm saying like the way we went over there, raped the women, had sex with all the women, gave them diseases. Like, bro, we can't keep doing shit like this and acting like it's nothing wrong with it. And it also has to do with like our soldiers. Their view on how they treat other people from other countries is ridiculous, bro. We have a real personnel problem here in America with how we handle things. And again, it's another issue, just like black community and molestation of children, that refuses to be addressed in public scale. It's a problem.
Because you can't criticize the military in America.
I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
No. You can, but you're never going to get anyone to listen to you.
Correct. That's why when Colin Kaepernick knelt, they made it about the military and not what he was talking about. Because you can't criticize the military even if you wanted to.
Even if you're in the military, you can't criticize the military. You saw they did Vindman. It's like he was just saying that he thought that Donald Trump had da-da-da-da-da. And they was like, you wasn't even really a good military guy. And it's like, that was the wrong argument to take with him. I mean, this nigga took bullets for his country, so you're not gonna win with that. But I mean, it was more successful when they did it to John Kerry because John Kerry was, nice. Like you could tell John Kerry seen some shit because he was super nice when they was taking him down and calling him names and stuff. Where some of these vets would have been like, "Oh, we doing this? Let's burn this whole shit down." But yeah, that's a great topic. I'm glad that we ended it where we ended it because the next topic is going to be hella controversial. Moving into the final subject for the day before we close out the podcast. This is just a short little drop. We got Black Libertarian to sub in for us, and Armstead came through. But the fresh and fit thing, which it's a lot going on there. But Armstead, how much do you know about the fresh and fit thing?
Yeah. I know nothing about it.
It's probably the best one I've ever heard, Armstead. Yeah. I know nothing about that. Okay, so to set the scene, Fresh and Fit basically had Abba and Preach on one of their podcasts, and they were talking about prostitutes. Okay, and when they were talking about prostitutes, basically Abba and Preach were like, "Look, let them girls suck dick for money," and Fresh and Fit were like, "Oh nah, man, like I can't stand that. These women, it needs to be illegal because they shouldn't be selling their bodies." And it's like, okay, that's a very conservative viewpoint to take. And about conservatives, they're mostly hypocrites. So come to find out, we found out that Myron, who is part of the Fresh and Fit podcast, is actually looking for a woman on seeking arrangements because apparently he doesn't have game like he nigga says he does. And then come to find out that Fresh Prince CEO is a straight up bitch. And he decided to challenge Preach to a boxing match with 20K on the line, talk about his wife, talk about Haitians, talk about Canada. And Preach is like, okay, say less. So Preach is like, yeah, let's go do this boxing thing. Then they looked up Preach's background and they figured out that this nigga knows capoeira and can beat their little bitch asses into the pavement. And they were like, oh, well, peace and love. Like, we really shouldn't have done that. We apologize. Their apology was shit. So basically, Abba and Preach been ramping up videos on them. And so the manosphere exploded. The internet exploded. A bunch of people were like, see, we always told y'all about these fresh and fit niggas, such as Reed. But also there were people who came out there who tried to be, defend them, such as Rollo Tomasi. Even at the beginning, O'Shea Duke Jackson, he tried to defend them as well. But what ended up happening is that some more information came out, and we found out that these niggas truly is about that shit, and they full of shit.
So some court documents came out when he got this only fans woman pregnant. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, she was a cutie.
Yeah, that girl he got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga look like a bitch, bro. Fresh? Or is that Myron Gaines? Whatever one.
No, that's Myron. Myron's the skinny one. Fresh is the darker one.
Okay, yeah, he that nigga who always trying to challenge people, acting like he gonna beat somebody ass. But like, bro, come on, like he one of them fake niggas who think. How tall is Myron?
I think 5'8".
Well, that's one of the lot.
Yeah, he got that. He got that small nigga energy.
They claim he's 6 foot.
I doubt it.
Nah, that's not him. That's a model. That's another nigga named Myron Gaines.
Yeah, he not 6 feet. This nigga not 6 feet. He might pretend he's 6 feet.
Well, he got little man syndrome.
Oh, most certainly.
I was like, I don't remember what podcast that was, but I told y'all them niggas some bitch ass niggas. They try to act like they tough, but they ain't some bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, I mean,
He
it's
think because
again.
he think he go to the gym every day. You know, he weighs like 160.
It's like, look, man, I got those gains, bro. I got those gains.
Bro, he don't even look like he got gains though.
Yeah, we should really be like, you know what, Myron and Fresh Prince CEO. If you want the everyday black man will box, but you know when you lose, you paying up hundreds of thousands. We don't do that fake shit.
I mean, that
We,
nigga ain't gonna fight nobody.
yeah, yeah. Or if they
I
do
don't,
fight someone like us, they would be sitting over here talking all that shit, and it's like, all right.
bro. Look at this nigga. Bro, this nigga go to the gym every day. He not whooping my ass.
This nigga go to the gym every day, and I still will beat this nigga's ass.
Bro, I'm gonna show you. And I ain't even challenging them niggas on no fuck shit. I just don't, I would never come at them niggas like that. But that's how they come at niggas. But they only do that to certain people. And then they show the video of the other nigga buying his first gun after this shit.
I mean, when he bought that first gun, that was the most bitch shit ever. You don't tell people you got guns. If you have guns, you have guns, and it ain't what it ain't. But it's like, yeah.
Check the Facebook group.
No, I see. This nigga, like, you can have a 6 pack ab and all that shit, but a knife will slice through all that shit. No, nothing, nigga. Like these niggas are grimy out here. You can do all that talking, all that rah rah, all that back and forth, but a real nigga gonna sock you in your jaw when you halfway through
Hey,
your little
Armstead,
Tell
he's
you
speech.
one thing,
shaking his
need to work
head.
his legs.
Honestly, said he got chicken legs. He got little baby chicken
Yeah,
legs.
does he got eyeliner on in that other one? Oh,
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know, man. The nigga is doing some things wrong. He ain't living right.
My question is why you guys, these niggas just showed you that they aren't the niggas they say they are. Why y'all still following them and defending them? That's what I don't get.
Because
Like,
the niggas always they refuse to be like, you know what, this nigga's not it. You see it all the time with niggas. Like you saw it with the whole R. Kelly situation. You saw it with the goddamn Derrick Jackson situation when women did it. Like people never want to admit that they made a wrong choice. Like you're always like, no, those allegations aren't true, and then you find out the allegations are very true. No, no, it wasn't like that. You don't understand. You know, it was different than how it looks. And it's like, all right, bro, what are we doing here? Like what the fuck are we doing here? But that's it for me for topics for this week. You know, it's been a
oh, I
been a
got
short.
one weird topic, fast and quick.
Oh, right ahead.
Saints Row, they're getting a reboot. Are you happy?
I am. I
Yeah,
love.
me
I love
too.
it. It was a good game. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. That's it.
Okay. That's a short topic, bro. That is a short topic. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to another episode of the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker, and I was joined by Armstead, R. Reed, DJ Almighty is on Vicado, but he will be back next week. Black Libertarian
Black
jumped in
Libertarian.
for a quick second, and he hit it on the high notes. And you can follow us on Twitter, EVYD Black Men, Instagram, Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Man Facebook page, and our website at www.everydayblackmen.com. And of course, Patreon. We are EBMP. So thanks again. Have yourselves a great one. Peace.